Hi guys, it's Clarice and welcome to another week of, Hello Clarice Watercolor. Today we are going to do a tutorial on how to do some loose florals using a couple of colors. I'm basically going to be using a blend of the two St. Petersburg reds. So this is the Carmine and the Madder Lake Red. And I'm also going to be having a little bit of the violet handy on the side. And then for the leaves and such, we are using a combination of the azure or indigo blue with a little bit of black. So keeping this on the side handy, I'm going to be using my number 4 silver black velvet and also the Da Vinci mop brush in the 1. And I am keeping the number 8 Princeton handy in case I need it. So I have my water ready, I have everything ready, and so we are going to start. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to use the Da Vinci brush to kind of get some of the color. What I have done is I have pre-mixed some color onto my palette already, and right here I have a combination of the two reds mixed in with a little bit of the purple as well. So you don't have to get it exact, but get a shade that you like, I guess, which is a purpley pinky hue, or maybe even get something entirely different. It's up to you. So I have quite a bit of water on my brush here, and I'm just going to dab a little bit off, and I'm just getting a tiny bit of color. And then I'm dipping the tip of that brush into water just a little bit, and we are starting off by doing the basic lay of color. So I want to start off super light, and we're going to start off with doing a rose, and let's just do it in the corner. So I'm just doing a little bit of a C stroke or a comma stroke, and then a couple of tiny ones on the inside, very tiny. And then finally I am going to I hope you guys can see this. Finally, I'm taking a little bit more color on the tip of this brush, and I'm going to add some bigger strokes on the outside, but I'm leaving white space in between. So just like that. And then I'm dipping the tip in water, and I'm getting more water on my brush, obviously. And I am widening the area between the white space between the two petals. And then finally I'm just going to do one more, but this one that I'm doing, I'm just going to kind of give the outer edge some organic shape, just like that. And same thing here, just getting a little bit more. And I'm going to give this another organic shape. So by organic shape, I mean we're not just ending with these strokes, but we're giving the edge of the petal like a nice curl or curve or whatever you want to call it. And we're going to end with that. And then finally, what I'm going to do is taking my number 4, I am getting more of the color that we have on here onto my brush, and I'm just going to start adding a couple of strokes in these areas where it is damp. And that's why we need more water and less color, because then it gives us this nice area of the color flaring out as we apply it onto our sheet. Now once I have that, I'm just going to take this brush back again, and for the areas that are harder or more not as blendy as because the water has dried, I'm just kind of smoothing it out by adding some water and kind of going along, swishing some of the water and the color around. And you can then finally just go back with the number 4 And you can add more color on the inside. And then some on the outside as well, just like on the inside edge of these petals. And have them blending nicely in at the edge as well. So you can kind of move it around if you want, just to kind of give some hint of natural blending, water blending happening. And I'm just adding a few strokes, just like towards the edge. This is a massive rose, I know. And now once I have that, I'm just going to go back in, and I've already blended some of the reds. So I'm just getting a little bit more, and I want to just deepen that color some more. I'm going to add some of that purple in there. And just a couple of areas, just give us a nice, this will just give us like a nice blend, two-tone kind of effect, which is always nice to have. And then once I've done that, to my satisfaction, I am going to leave it as is. And then we're going to go in and using the same brush, the number 4 actually no, let's use the number 8 Princeton. We'll use the number 8 Princeton, and I'm just getting a tad bit of the pink, and we're going to extend from the area that's damp. And we're going to create a couple of leaves. So just one leaf there. Now using the Princeton again, Princeton also retains a lot of water. I've mixed some of the azure and the black on the side, and now getting some of that, I'm just going to extend from this area here and add a couple of leaves again. I'm creating some that kind of blend in with the petal right there. It gives us a nice blend of the two colors, so it's like a really nice soft effect that's happening. I'm gonna mix some more of the azure or indigo blue with the black on the side to get that nice Payne's grayish kind of blue gray. And I'm just gonna add a couple of strokes over here as well. And just taking advantage of the fact that these areas are still kind of damp. And if they're not damp, don't worry, just take your mop brush and just add a thin layer of color, sorry, not color, just water. And then once you have that, just go back in with this brush and kind of add a couple of leaves. So I'm just going to go in and add some leaves right here. And I want them to be very, very loose, so I'm just keeping them light that way. And remember to leave white space in between if you can. I've got a little bit here and there in the leaves, that's okay. I'm just adding a couple of strokes to the side here, just to kind of give that nice flowy look. And it's looking quite dreamy. Then extending from here, you can kind of create some nice complementary foliage or I guess other florals. So I'm just kind of extending some stems, and I'm going to keep some over here as well. And then what I'm going to do is taking my number 4, I'm taking some of the pre-mixed red that we have, and I'm just kind of going in while it's damp and just adding a couple of strokes and dots very roughly in this area. Notice how it gives us a beautiful blend, and it's kind of like soft and pretty and kind of blending in with the other stuff really nicely. I'm just extending some more. And then you can feel free to kind of go in with some of the gray even and add that in if you want to give it a more blended look, I guess you can call it. I'm adding some of the gray here and there. Just let your hand be loose and just flow with the design, I guess, or painting. So you see how these little tendril kind of things are happening right here. It's not planned by me, but I'm liking how it's coming, so I'm just kind of going along with the flow of things and letting it take place. So I love how this has turned out. We can continue doing some over here on this side, and then I'm going to let you guys kind of practice and go ahead with this technique and create many, many, many more versions of this if you wish. It's so therapeutic for me, and I love it because it's calming, it's soothing, it's like and the results are pretty, so it's very satisfying to do as well. Now what I've done here is I've gone ahead with some darker color, and it's not wet there, so now I'm going in with more water on my brush, and I'm just going to blend in some of the color. And because I'm going in with just water, it's kind of giving me a more messy but like loose look and feel to this. And then once you have that, you can actually go in with, since it's damp already, you can actually kind of go in with more of the same color and extend and do more pretty foliage if you wish. Or just add some extra water to your brush and then just make it more light. It's entirely up to you. I'm just going to add a couple of leaves while I have this area damp. And then I think we are good to go. I think this has turned out very nicely. And this is how I normally paint when I just need a fix and I am just looking to get something done quickly with results that I actually like, sort of thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. I know I've done roses many times before, but you can never do enough roses, guys. And this is like one of the dreamy styles that I love painting. So hope you guys like this, and show me via Facebook and Instagram all the beautiful things you've done by using this technique. And let me know in the comments, obviously, what you thought. If you liked this video, please consider subscribing. And thanks so much, guys, for watching, and we'll chat soon. Bye.